everyone, Carol from Carol's Vintage Treasures, and this is my What Sold video for November 17th through the 24th. I had a crazy couple of weeks. This week slowed down a little bit. I'm kind of glad because I'm really tired, but I had 16 sales, still good, one on Poshmark and 15 on Etsy. So very, very grateful for that. Very, very nice sales. Okay, get right into it. First, I'll show you Poshmark. I sold this necklace. I've had this for a really, really long time. It was a tiger's eye necklace and a gold tone adjustable chain. I think I got this in a thread-up box. It was, I don't know. I think it said MW on it. I wasn't sure what that was, but it was a really pretty necklace. I took a best offer of $17 on it, which is still really good, I think, especially since I got it in a thread-up box. I mean, I probably didn't pay much for it. I had this listed on Etsy too, but there wasn't very much. There weren't many. What am I trying to say? There wasn't much activity around it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, which is me most of the time. Okay, now on Etsy, I sold this brooch. This is the second time this brooch is sold. It is an American jewelry company brooch, and it was like an Art Deco woman with a hat and high heels. This went to, I forget where, somewhere in Europe. And I sent out the wrong brooch. I sent one that was similar to this, but, and I realized it after I sent it out. So I sent them a message and said, I'm sorry, I sent you the wrong brooch. I'm going to give you a full refund. I did shipping and everything. And I said, I'll put the brooch up again when your refund comes through. If you want to purchase it, feel free. And they didn't. So they got a free brooch. I thought it was only fair since it was my mistake. So that's what happened there. But it did sell for $14.24. So I was very happy about that. Next thing that sold, I just listed these. I got these over at 360 Thrift, set of spice jars. They sold for $29. They were really cute. They were from Italy and very nice, very well made. And they sold so quick. So I'm glad about that. Next thing was this. I've had this for a little while. It was some studio pottery. And it was Bruce Fairman from 2004. It sold for $37.49. It did have a marking on the bottom. And when I did an image search, I was able to find out what it was from. But there's the marking. It was a really pretty piece of pottery. So next thing was a set of Fisher-Price doll clothes. They sold for $17.74. These were for, I forget which doll they were for, and I didn't put it down here. But evidently they knew which doll it was for, so they bought these. And they bought a second set. So they bought these, and they also bought this set for $19.49. There were 28 pieces, just assorted doll clothes. And I think I got these in a Shop Goodwill auction. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to bid on doll clothes, but I did. And they might have come with dolls. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But anyway, I'm glad they sold. And I combined the shipping on that so that they got a little bit of a break on it. Next thing that sold were these Calico Kittens miniatures. They were a set of 3 from 1999. Very cute. I like these Calico Kittens. They sell pretty well. So they were just like in teacups and in the teapot, having a tea party there. But there was a mark on the bottom, and they were from 1999. They were a Nesco. All right. Next thing that sold were these blocks. They sold for $19.49. I just get blocks from baggies on the wall, and when I get a set of them, I put them together to sell them. This was missing some letters, and I did put that in the listing. But they got extras of other letters, so it worked out for them, I guess. But $19.49 for those. Next thing that sold was this necklace. It was a Tamaranda necklace, and it had a purple cord and I think gold tone charms. It looks silver in the picture, though. I don't know. Something from Norway ordered this, and they paid so much money for shipping. But it was good. I get a lot of orders from Europe, and I'm okay with that. I don't know. They pay a lot for shipping, though. I feel bad. Next thing that sold was this earring tree. It was a ladybug, and it sold for $15.74. It was very cute. Next is a Donny Osmond album. If you've been watching for a while, you know I love him, and I can't leave his albums behind at the thrift store. This one was kind of rough. The cover was rough, and it had some writing on it, but it did sell for $9.74. So I thought that was pretty good. And when I take pictures, I notate all the damage so they know what they're getting. And then there's less problems that way when the customer gets their item. Next thing that sold, this is another thing that sold twice. I can't remember why the sale didn't go through. I think there may have been a problem with the address and they never got back to me on it. But these are Napier clip-on earrings. They sold for $11.24. I have had these for a while. I think I got them on a Shop Goodwill auction of Napier jewelry. But they had the screw back there. They call it the comfort clip. But I thought they were very pretty. Okay, next thing that sold was this pencil sharpener. I was surprised. I had never picked up pencil sharpeners before, but they sell for quite a bit of money. This one was a Boston Champion pencil sharpener, and it sold for $44.99. That was great. And I bought that not too long ago either. I think I picked that up at a Goodwill. One of those things I wanted to try out and see if they sell well, and they do. Next thing I sold was this Russian lacquer hand-painted octagon hinged trinket jewelry box. It was kind of small, It's very pretty. Did have a little bit of damage on it, but I showed everything that was wrong. It still sold for $26.74. I think these sell for quite a bit of money. So there is that. It was really pretty. I love those colors. Okay, next thing was a Christmas book. It was The Littlest Angel, and it was from 1991. It was a hardcover. It sold for $18.74. I haven't had this very long either. It had some really pretty illustrations in it. There's the year on it. I always try to display the year and as many pictures as I can of the illustrations. And sold for $18.74. That was really good. This is the last thing that sold. It was some Branson, Missouri playing cards. I've had these for a really long time. And they sold for $7.49. I'm really okay with that. I think they were new. I think they were wrapped in plastic, if I remember right. Yeah. So the tin had a little bit of damage, but the cards were brand new. And that was a nice sale for $7.49. And that is all my sales. It was kind of nice to have a quieter week. I got a lot of work done. I did some combining of my bins so I could try to make room for new merchandise. And I got all my bins the same and uniformed. I got some more of the bins I've been buying at Walmart. They're only $9.99 and they're really sturdy and they stack well. So I really wanted to get all my boxes like that. So that's it. That's what I sold. Really good week. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I have a thrift haul coming up next. If you just stay right there, I will be right back. Hi, everybody. I have a haul here for you today. And Miss Holly hopped up on the couch, so I thought I would include her in the video. Can you say hello, sweetie? You say hi to everybody? Oh, they can't see you very well. There. Say hi. There she is. You say hello. Can you say hello? Say, I've been very, very good today. Yes, you have. She's been keeping me company while I'm doing my reselling things. And yeah, very, very busy couple of weeks. I did find time to thrift a little bit, so I wanted to show you what I got at 360. I'm still going there on Senior Day because you can't beat those prices. The prices are low anyway, and then they give an additional 30% off for seniors. So I've been shopping there more. You got to go where the bargains are, right? Right? Yeah. I never see anything for you there. You've got 1, 2, 3 big bins of toys over there. You do. You are spoiled. And I will keep it that way because you deserve to be spoiled. You do. You deserve to be spoiled because you're the best doggy in the world. You are. All right, you want to help me show the stuff I bought? I know you're mad because you had to stay home while I did it, but that's okay. Yeah? Oh, really? What else happened? Yeah? Were you watching the Dalmatian? Yeah? She watches the dogs in front of our yard there out the window. She doesn't like them being there. She thinks that's our yard. But we do have to share it.
And you just heard somebody out there barking and you think you have to add to it, huh? No, you don't. Okay, let's show what we got. You gonna help me? So, I wasn't quite sure what this was. Let me come up a little. Hopefully you can still see her a little bit. She's probably not going to be up here very long. I'm not sure what this is. It is Tupperware. It was $4.99. But I thought it was interesting looking, so I'm going to check into it more. It was taped shut, so hopefully everything's in there that is supposed to be in there. And it's got a little booklet and everything, so we'll see about that. But that was $4.99. And everything I'm showing you is 30% off. I'm just not going to repeat myself. All right, I found this little guy. I think it's a Pendleton. Am I saying it right? Is it Pendleton? No. But he's got the felt there, so I really can't see what he is. But I can do an image search, I guess. But he's very cute, and he had a friend, too. He might be in the other bag. But we'll get to him. I thought this was very pretty, and if it doesn't sell for much, I might just keep it. Because I collect crosses. But this was $2.99. And it's just a little cross on a stand. Thought that was really nice. And somebody with loud cars going by. There's lots of loud cars in this complex. This says made in Italy. I don't know exactly. I'll have to do some more research on it. Isn't that beautiful? Little like handkerchief type vase. It's got the gold flecks in there. I thought it was really nice, and it was only $4.99, 30% off. I know I said I wasn't going to keep doing that. But I thought that was gorgeous. A few more things here, and they wrapped them so nicely. Are you tired, Holly? You would have been down playing by now. I think there were 2 of these. I was just going to sell them as a set. Just little pottery coffee cups. And they were $1.99 each. I thought they'd be a cute little set for somebody. Ouch. I thought this was pretty. It's a Santa. You could use it like a candy dish or to put trinkets in. It is Studio Nova. And it was $2.99. Isn't that pretty? And he looked like he was in pretty good condition. So I've fallen a little bit behind in my listing, but I plan to jump back on that. I've just been doing so much shipping lately. Here's his little friend, little bunny. Isn't he cute? I think it's a Pendleton bunny. Either that or it's a fake one. I'll have to look it up. But he's very cute. I could sell him as a set, I guess. We'll see. What else do we have? Are you leaving me? Yeah, you're licking my arm. Excuse me. Here's another Disney mug. The one I got last time was pretty good. This one is a little higher though. This one is $2.49. It's just Minnie Mouse. This is Minnie Mouse inside. But we'll see about that. The last one I found was Daisy Duck, and that did really well. So the last couple of things, I think. Yeah. So these look like they had a copper like inlay, and they're probably Egyptian revival, and $2.99 each. But I thought they were really unusual. No, no, no. She hears somebody outside. And no, be quiet. Be quiet. Nope. She's got to save the world. Here's the other one. I'll have to look them up and see what they're from. They're just metal. And looks like copper inlay. Very nice. Sweetie pie, you don't have to save the world. It's okay. I think that's all I have this time. So I found a few things. Get those up in my store. If you want to see my store, just go to the details and click on my link. It'll take you there. And I am having a 25% off sale through the end of November, and I think I'm going to extend it through December too. So there's some really good bargains there because I have older stuff I'm trying to clear out too. Especially jewelry. There's some good buys on jewelry. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the haul and the haul, right? Even though you're a little loudmouth sometimes. You want to come back up? No? You're done with me, aren't you? Yeah. So she wants to go relax and play with her toys. So that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure you share the video with somebody who might like this kind of content. And comment down below. Let me know what your favorite item was, or just say hello. I love hearing from you. And I think that's it. So I'm not in the middle anymore. Have a really good day. If you're out thrifting, I hope you find everything that you're looking for. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.